Grade 4, Module 1, Lesson 13 homework. Problem number 1. Use the standard algorithm to solve the following subtraction problems. A. 2,431 subtract 341. You first want to check to see if there is enough units to be able to do the subtraction. If not, you need to regroup. So for an example, if I look at the 1 units, I can take 1 minus 1. But if I look at the tens units, I cannot do 3 minus 4. I cannot take 4 tens away from 3 tens. So in order to get that fixed, we need to regroup. We are going to go over to the hundreds, and we're going to take 100 away from there, making that 4 become a 3, which really is a 300. We're taking those hundreds into the tens area, and if I'm going to add the 100 to the tens, it's going to look like 13, but if I look at it with the ones on there, it is technically 131, but we're just going to look at that as a 13 in the group of tens because we pulled over a 10. So now you can do your subtraction. 1 minus 1 is 0, 13 minus 4 is 9, and 3 minus 3 is 0, and 2, take away no other thousands, is 2. My answer is 2,090. Next, I'm going to do problem number 2. What number must be added to 14,056 to result in a sum of 32,713? To solve this problem, I'm going to use a tape diagram. So I'm going to make a block that represents our 14,056. I need to know what number could be added to that. So my next block is going to be blank. What number can be added to that so that the whole thing must add to 32,713. We know that 14,056 plus our question mark equals 32,713. So to find out what our question mark is, we need to subtract 14,056 from 32,713. And that will give us what our missing number is. I'm going to start at the ones, and I realize I cannot take 6 away from 13. So I'm going to borrow a 10, and I'm going to bring it over to the ones area, creating a 13. When I go to the tens, I cannot take 5 away from 0, so I'm going to borrow from the 7, making it a 6, and making this one be a 10. My hundreds place looks fine. 6 minus 0 can happen. My thousands, I have 2 minus 4. I can't subtract that. So I'm going to borrow from my 3, from my 10,000s, and take it to the thousands, creating a 12. Now my subtraction is ready to go. 13 subtract 6 is 7. 10 subtract 5 is 5. 6 minus 0 is 6. 12 minus 4 makes 8, and 2 minus 1 makes 1. So what number must be added to 14,056 to result in a sum of 32,713? 18,657 must be added.